Okay, someone has asked me, do I always drink black cherry as my first choice? And do I always eat yogurt that's like strawberry? Do I ever eat flavors other than strawberry? For the most part, I find that if it is a low carb yogurt, a lot of the full fat yogurts I use are Greek yogurt. I eat that. I chop up some strawberries and I throw them in the yogurt. So once again, it would be yogurt with strawberries, not strawberry yogurt necessarily. But yeah, it seems to be that flavor seems to be available. When I first started eating yogurt, I ate chocolate yogurt. I thought, well, I'm going to get healthy, and I played tennis every day. Well, 5 days a week. I went to summer school, and I took tennis, and we would basically once they teach us something that we just kind of play sets. Hey David, you versus this person, or do we play doubles or whatever. There wasn't enough people we played with. I think Canadian doubles where there's two people on one side, one person on the other, and then on the side that you're hitting the ball over, like the whole thing is considered in. But if you're playing, and the team with two players would play, and they couldn't the alleyways or whatever they call them, the outlines are still out. But yeah, so I played every day. So I had chocolate yogurt, just regular yogurt. You get it like at I think I probably got it at maybe the pantry market back then when I was a kid in high school, just trying to be healthier. But now with the diabetes situation, I need low carb and high protein. I did a video back that way. If you go back, you'll see this is a taste test Tuesday, so this is not an actual cooking video or making video. A lot of the cooking videos, the playlist is low carb meals I make, not necessarily cook. So sometimes it's just assembling something. But protein is very important. Protein, fats, and low carb. So this has 3 net grams of carbs, but it has 25 grams of protein, which is a lot. There are some more yogurts. There's a Greek style yogurt. I think it's like 30. Maybe I'll try it after I do these. I got a total of 3 flavors of this. But I decided, okay, since people are asking me, do I only eat strawberry? This is black cherry. So it's a kind of a combination of the two questions. Do I always drink black cherry? No. I've been on set before and they had only grapefruit LaCroix, or whatever how you pronounce it, and I drank that. Or sometimes they'll have some kind of like a dragon fruit and lemon flavored, 0 carb, 0 calorie. Calories on this is 170. This is still backwards. I know there's a way to take it to where it stays correct in this selfie mode. They consider this selfie mode because the camera's this way and I'm filming myself. Thus the word selfie. So this will be black cherry, high protein, and a low carb, 3 grams of carbs. So let's go ahead and open it up and see. There's not really a photo to compare it to. There's a picture of a black cherry or a cherry of some sort. Now, are black cherries really black? I've seen cherries that are like white, and then we have like light color. It's kind of like grapes, But a lot of people to eat grapes, they really like the red grapes, purple grapes, whatever, and then the white grapes and the green grapes. They put in their kids' lunches or something, Okay, it smells good. It has the traditional yogurt smell. What is that, from the cultures or whatever? But is there fruit on the bottom? I don't think it is. It is not. I'm looking. Peekaboo. It's just not fruit on the bottom. It's just black cherry flavored. Very good. A very good, strong black cherry flavor. This would be kind of like comparing a black cherry soda pop, whatever you say, soda pop combination, soft drink, like a full sugar black cherry drink, like Shasta has one, a few others. I'm a little sip of coffee. But this is so like comparing that like a soda pop or whatever versus or a LaCroix, one of those. Sparkling water would be a less flavor, fewer cherries were used in making this product. But this is very strong flavor. So if you like black cherry, you can like it. If you don't, I don't know why you'd buy it, right? If they still gave it to you. But this right here, I was going to address this. Would I know that this is a flavor that, or is this a product that is coming out for low carb? I would not know. I do appreciate the 25 grams of protein because as a diabetic, I need protein. And sometimes when we try to get protein, the item might be higher in carbs. Now, if you get your protein from meat, then it's going to be low carb, high protein. If you get it from cheese, same thing, low carb, high protein. But if you were to buy a meal, you think I'm going to get a high protein meal, and you go out to eat or whatever, that might be high protein. That's good, but also high in carbs, which for me it would be bad. Maybe for you it's just fine. So this is a good opportunity to get that, to get a high protein food. This will be out on Tuesday. I'd say, like I said, it's not Tuesday. I'm filming ahead of time. We have a doctor's appointment on Friday, which is tomorrow. I'll tell you, it's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I have a doctor's appointment, and then after that, I may be working on a weekend project, which is rare for if you're a union actor. It's very rare to get a weekend. Some things, if you do like a commercial on the weekend, they pay you extra. The crew makes extra on the weekends. A lot of times, the crew will make extra on a weekend because they might work on Monday through Friday with that production company, and then they need somebody on a half day on Saturday. And that's going to be also overtime hours over the 40, and also some kind of incentive for working on the weekend. They work a lot. A lot of people say, well, those actors sure get a lot of time off. They get hiatus, and Christmas time they get a month off around Christmas, and they get a month off during the summer. Well, yeah, but how many jobs do you apply to that are 14 hours a day, 6 days a week? Five or 6 days, 5 or 6 days a week. You don't get that. So they don't work just an 8-hour day. If you work maybe in a production office, maybe you do. Maybe you work in payroll office. But if you're actually in the trenches on the set, you're going to be working a lot. I was talking to an A-list actress. We were working on something the other day, and we were talking about how many hours they put in it. And the same thing about how people don't understand that when they do their hiatus time, and not only is it for rest, they have to, not have to, but they get to celebrate a holiday sometimes. They're to rest, try to get some rest, and they're also got to catch them on everything they didn't do. I used to like to have a job where I wouldn't be off on the weekends, maybe be off on a Saturday and a Wednesday or something. So I could have a day off that's weekends, and some activities are on weekends. Maybe I want to watch some college football or something, or something like that. And then I had the Wednesday off, so I can go to the bank, and I go if I have to go to a certain office or make a doctor's appointment. Shut up! Ellie's barking. She's only barking Thursday. Now, today is Thursday, but she barks it every single day now. And that's really tough if you're working. Hey, I can work any day of the week, but I can't work in the morning because my dog barks until about 4. So I have to try to get her to shut up. I don't know what to do. I mean, a lot of people say, well, you should just take her to the pound. Well, they'll put her down. She's an older lab pit mix. She doesn't get along with other dogs very well. And that'd be the last thing I ever did with her would be to say goodbye and let her be killed. So that's not an option. So it's really tough. It's tough. The police have come to my house. People have complained in the complex and everything. It's not good. So it wasn't a good idea to get her, but if I didn't get her, they would have killed her that day. So now I just got to let her live out the rest of her life being bad. So, but anyway, a lot of time off in chunks, but a lot of working when they're not off. But this is good. It's Ratio. This is the same company that makes that. I noticed that Ratio makes that really good cereal where they don't use a whole bunch of keto ingredients. They just use a lot of ingredients that makes it a low carb thing. So sometimes if you have some kind of a substitute for something like a sugar substitute or maybe a substitute for fats, it has a weird taste, like the probiotic and prebiotic or whatever sodas that you can get out there. A lot of them have a weird taste because it's got kind of it's not oily, but it has kind of like a thickness to it. Not like a kombucha, however you say it. Not like that, but something different. And some people say some of the cereals taste like eating wet cardboard, and I think that's kind of weird. But that is a good description. People tell me describe what it feels like to get low blood sugar. I can't really do that because until you have it, you won't know what it is. I remember the first time I got it, I was going to a restaurant. I knew I needed to eat. I was going to a restaurant. I was walking up like a ramp, the stairs and a ramp like for wheelchairs, whatever. So I was walking up the ramp, and all of a sudden, and then I knew. Well, now I know what that was. It was low blood sugar. So please don't forget to subscribe. Why are you waiting on subscribing? We're about 3 or 4% subscribed. Then they're saying that we should be 45 to 55% is considered like the low average of where we should be. Some people channels, I think they're like 80% subscribed, and so I'm about 3 or 4%. A lot of views, not a lot of subscribers. So that means people are watching, they're just not subscribing. And I understand if you don't want to, but if there's no reason not to, maybe you could. Thank you. Subscribe, like, share, comment. What can I do about that dog out there? I don't want to put a shock collar on her. I throw water on her. I got her the collar that kind of vibrates. I got the one that goes and puffs perfume in the air, but nothing really helps with that at all. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.